What up? It's your boy T-Bear here with some wrestling review, though. It's a little late than usual, but had a long day. But anyway, we are here with some wrestling review from this past yesterday episode of Monday Night Raw, and I gotta say, it was pretty fire from beginning to end, though. And like I said, part of it is the Bloodline story, which wasn't a fan of till some faces got involved, including a face turn from Sami Zayn, kept Cody Rhodes, and then KO finally getting involved. Oh yes. So anyway, we kick off with KO. Oh, sorry, I gotta put the sign out and make sure I got this ready. Yep, and put the sign up. Here we go. We kick things off with KO and Sami Zayn, though, or anything. Then KO acknowledged. Sammy understand why he acknowledged that how Sammy's Sammy getting the pop he deserved, and KO Slee said they like you and everything, and then the KO get the chance ball too. I love it. Then Sammy say he understand that why he took so long to wanting to do it, but KO explains his reason and now Sammy saying he been a fan of Sammy for a long time, despite them being friends or what it's for. He always been a fan of Sammy, especially they've been going back since the Indies day with Kevin Steen and El Generico as well too. And the reason why it was heartbreaking because out of any member of the bloodline he grew out the bloodline faster. Nah, I mean, and it's true. Kayfabe gimmicks aside, line aside, something I ain't got to worry about from a jackass named Quez and many others who get money about that. Sammy almost had the bloodline almost seem like faces in the way. Because with the whole Uzi thing, getting over with the fans, he was like the only members that was getting cheered for as well too. And he was hating how he was still being under the thumb of the tribal queef and everything. And then here comes the boot, and then they say, you know what's next, and they faces the WrestleMania sign. They ready for it. Of course, the Boots gonna come out or anything. Jay calling out KO and Sammy. Sammy for the backstabbing that Sammy supposedly do, and he didn't backstab Jay. He just got over it. He was over the tribal queef shit. And then Sammy, he spelled some facts right here. He mentioned reason why Jay's mad because it's his biggest dream that he wanted to be the one to backstab the tribal queef though, and he got every right to turn on him. Man, I'm gonna tell you about that more when we go further down. He got every right to, because if you see what Jay been through, yes. And then of course they make their match for WrestleMania, and the brawl break out, and then we get a little video of this man of the tribal queef and come along with Solo and Heyman, so the Buddhist man sign got come up for him. Moving on, we had a match between Montez Ford and Theory. I got a feeling Montez was going to win it because they trying to get Theory ready for his WrestleMania match he got with John Cena. And he made a promo that he going to make everybody believe whatever the kid Theory though. Next we had some bloodline stuff, some bloodline backstage moments with the tribal queef and the bloodlines with typical blaming Sammy and all that. Then the tribal queef have to talk with Jay about from not hearing them and on him making a decision and questioning his loyalty to the bloodline and all that. So like I said, we seen a lot of storytelling going on though. So I'm gonna get to the end. Then randomly, they announced a Fatal 4 tag team match for WrestleMania. I guess it's gonna be the pre-show or whatever between Street Profit, Braun Strowman and Ricochet versus Braun Strowman and Ricochet versus the Alpha Academy versus Viking Raiders. I say it's random as hell, but hopefully I got a feeling it's probably low key connected to a potential championship match going forward. No, I'm gonna get to that. Well, we can get to that right now. case you know, there's a chance they might split the title. You know what I mean? KO and Sammy win it. They decided, let the title be split. Who knows? Anyway, we got another Karen Chelsea Green. We got Karen Nita Belly, and then we got Karen Chelsea Green speaking with Pierce again. Want to speak to the manager and won a match against Bianca and Asuka, and her tag partner ended up being Piper Niven. We'll get to that. Almost squashes Mustafa Ali. Almost squashes Mustafa Ali, and I guess this show is dominance for Brock Lesnar. I'm still questioning it, so I guess we have one little downside from that. I'm questioning why we have Almost versus Brock. I don't know, whatever. And then Logan Paul had great for his Impulse TV. He has a low key little Goldberg-like interest with the security knocking on his door, coming out and everything. With his dad, I was trying who the guy with him is, his dad and his entourage and everything. Miz try to go along with him, and he leaves him hanging. So I wonder if this is going to lead to something that Miz might cost Logan his match against Seth soon. Who knows? They on and off friends as well too. And then Logan Paul have his little Impulse TV and everything. Then speaking on Seth and how he's that. And how Logan is that good and all that nonsense, and then replaying the punching him punching Seth out many times, and then all of a sudden his mic start cutting off, where Seth is in control in the control room or anything, rocking looks dressed like Uncle Elroy from Next Friday. Everybody kept saying, and he comes out, and Seth don't blink will say something. He said, "Fucking this brawl," and they brawl all out in the ring. And the highlight of it is one highlight of the brawl we had was Seth yanking Logan Paul by his leg, and he falling back on the table. Whoo, that shit it hurt, but Logan Paul is a professional wrestler, and he been through some shit, especially with the match against Tribal Queef and his little spot with Ricochet. I feel like he's professional to take it though. And then Seth was doing jump over. I thought he was going to jump on Logan Paul, but he ended up jumping on 2 security, which opened up a distraction for Logan Paul to snuff him once again. So anyway, this man, stuff like this made me feel like I'm glad I'm not dealing with the Uncle Dave's of wrestling reviews. What was Uncle Dave? The Uncle Dave's and Uncle Dave's are wrestling groups that's excluding the nation, because he will be on some dumb baby face shit with that. I don't think it's dumb baby shit. It's just a moment to me. I mean, I ain't gonna call it dumb baby shit. It was an interesting moment right there. I will say that though. Like I get it. We ain't trying to have Logan Paul get hurt before, but get set up to make Logan Paul look the beast. So when the time comes, Seth can whoop his ass. And we back with trying to bring the Boo This Man thing out. Well, should have rolled out for Logan Paul, but we definitely gonna bring it out for Sub Mysterio. And he in a match with Johnny Gargano. I thought Johnny Gargano get a win, but nope, we gotta keep pushing JD to get a win somehow, some way. No matter if it's. I don't like that, because the fact that they got 2 wins off of Legado, and they just turn faces. I don't want to make it seem like Legado turning faces was a bad move. I don't, because I want to root for them. I want them to revert them back to heels like they did with Hit Row. Hit Row was a hit-in and then they got to revert it back to heels role too. But anyway, Sub Mysterio faced Johnny Gargano or anything. He had the upper hand, so try to do a 619 on them, but of course Dominic used the advantage of Gargano, a little injured back from his little brawl with dickhead Waller, and just got him in the top rope, chop rope front suplex or front drop, whatever you call it. And while he was face down, he did a false flag on his back and got the win. Boo! And of course he speaks on speaking on SmackDown on how he won't stop wanting the match against his daddy no matter what, and he'll even ask his mom for the match. I got a feeling they're really gonna go through what some folks is kind of wanting, and I kind of don't want it, but of course the Ezra Misery Love Company fans that gives off the folks misery want him to do that at the Hall of Fame. But I feel like it should not be. It's too disrespectful, but of course people thing about wrestling fan, they love Heath so much. They love anything that disrespectful that they wouldn't do their own parents, but they would love to see everybody else do. You know what I'm saying? That's my word. But anyway, of course, the more backstage with the Bloodline, the Chopper Creep won, and the Usos take the rest of the day off, but he wants Solos to stay and talk to him. Moving on, Edge pulled on a fiery promo with Finn Balor, though, and left it off with, because you know Ben Balor want to bring out the demon, because you're going to bring the demon Finn to the Hell in a Cell match, but he said, bring your demon to meet the devil. So I can't wait to see what Edge gonna bring. What do you mean by bringing the devil? He gonna be on some Bruce shit. Of course, you know. And we have Rhea come out speaking on making her name or something, earn respect. And think about this though. This is another one that I'm like 50-50 on interest, because they're making this very conflicting match between Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair. Because Charlotte Flair is the face, but they make Rhea Ripley seem like face light with her promos somewhat in the way. And then we continue with that. First, well, her make herself a name for herself, earn respect. And speak of how Charlotte don't respect her after their match they had a while back, and Charlotte needs respect. She don't want Charlotte's respect. She just wants Charlotte to fear and all that. You know, so same old typical thing. But she bring back the Hillies with want her to fear or anything. Now this is what I don't understand. I can say we have a little downside of it for me. Maybe for the Hill fans, or the fans don't care about linemen, because you know we got two ladies with the nice little round body, going at each other though as well too in the match. So, I mean, if I didn't care about linemen, I would be a little bit into it. Or if I was safe to say kayfabe alignment aside, I'll be into the match so well too. But why the hell Carolina Bailey and Damage Control coming out and want? Well, first I don't know. I thought it was going to just them coming out, and then something going to happen between them and Lita, Trish, and Becky. But and then first to her, them respecting Rhea and all that, and Rhea being rebellious, don't need her help. And then speaking on Raw, being her Charlotte threatening Rhea, and we have a match. So I'm figuring out what's the point of her having a match with Rhea, having a match with Karen and Bella, where she's a heel and so her, and then what made a little better sense to have face come out to face Rhea. But I don't know, folks saying maybe it's a possible double turn going to happen between Charlotte and Rhea. I kind of hoping so, but then again, what that leaves with her and JD, or she's going to be a tweener while the rest of JD still be heels, who knows. Either way, but interesting match right here. During the match, Becky Lee and Trish come out with Becky with a big old bag of popcorn, like her buddy Seth as well too. Oh, Seth did it, or KV did. I'm trying to figure who did it. Anyway, well, it seemed like Seth will do, like a hubby Seth would do and everything. And then Lita Trish takes out Io Dakota in a little brawl, and Becky chases at the Bailey, and where Rhea get the upper win and defeat on Carolina Bailey. So there's that. Again, not sure why we had the match, but I guess whatever they needed to do to keep the little 6-women tag match between Becky, Lita, and Trish against Damage Control going for WrestleMania. Anyway, why folks are harping on Trish Stratus turning heel. Unless they got some inside news going on with that as well with the folks of them possibly wanting Roman to win, but we'll get to that and everything. Then Chad looking for Otis for some more. Chad looking for Otis again, as Otis doing his little slowly joining the Maximum Male Models. Not sure why. It's probably part why they having this thing, because a team out of that Fort Federal way was going to break up. Whether it's going to be Alpha Academy or possibly, I hope not, the Street Profit. If so, hopefully Montez will want to be the face. He'll be the face of the breakup as well too. And a reason, not because one, because I love Montez, and two, I want him to be the one to dethrone Austin 3 for the United States title. But moving on, this leads to Ricochet facing Chad. Ricochet, one of each members of of the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match facing each other. Good match as well too. matches all the way. In between, we got to note that Andy Kaufman, comedian, actor, and part-time celebrity wrestler Andy Kaufman will be the celebrity inductee in the Hall of Fame. Long overdue. And we had a commercial for the WrestleMania Hollywood with the Braun, Bruce, and Drew's reenactment of 4 years version, and I was done. That had me hollering. Shout out to Rich Holland for showing a little personality, man. That's awesome. Getting back to it, Ricochet and Chad had their match or anything until Maxine Dupree comes out and take Otis and distract Chad, and Ricochet get the win. Let's go Ricochet and more about that though. Anyway, good match, but of course they had to throw in a distraction for Otis to slow these break away from Alpha Academy, so I feel like they the main one gonna break up. It's quite obvious, who knows. Then we had the match between the match that Karen Chelsea Green won against Bianca and Asuka with her and Piper Niven. And Bianca and Asuka barely coexisting. They dominated, but barely coexisting. And then one point, I guess, when they got thrown into each other, and Bianca picked her up and out the way, and they arguing. And then I guess Piper was ready to go get her a splash. She pushed Asuka out of the way and showed some incredible strength and picking up Piper Niven for the KOD, which was an awesome spot right there. And then while Bianca celebrated win, Asuka attacks her and everything, and after the match and everything. So a lot of folks, of course, a good amount of folks, for us who've been wanting this, a lot of folks are, I can say now, my group safely, Hill Fiends won this heel turn from Asuka, especially when she came back with the kind of look and anything. But I still think she's more tweener and anything. This is more so her getting hyped on WrestleMania. Her alignment change will be determined what happened after the match, whether she win or lose. Now, I mean, who's going to be facing, who her next feud going to be with. Know what I'm saying? Now we get to that the Boogeyman Man gonna stay up. I for sure took down, but the Boogeyman Man gonna stay up because the Tri-People ride was Solo. And of course he started with his acknowledge me shit till Cody Rhodes come out. And what you want to talk about? Of course, the Tri-People talks about Cody Rhodes, being what he we used to want, what they used to want to be, was his professional wrestler and anything, and also a fighter, and talks about how Cody Rhodes comes in and not gonna do anything he say he want to do, because wherever he want to do it, he runs away. He talks about this. He tries to cook him. Talking about how he did a Starverse and Dust thing, ran away. How he did it, started AEW and had a hard time getting over and ran away. Still to this day, I don't get why the folk they was hard on him. The crowd was so hard on Cody at AEW though, and he said he going to do the same thing when he's not. He said that his match is not going to be the end of the finish the story or finish whatever. It's going to be the moment, and then the finish going to be the day after when you realize he ain't got the match, and then he might run away again. Cody recognized himself being a runaway, but he also recognized that what he did was to help to show other wrestlers how to make money outside WWE, which he did. And he talks about how he tried to be the superstar wrestler his dad was, but he cannot, but he talks about that it's not about his dad or his brother, it's about him. And he wants about his family. His mama wants him to beat his ass as well too, but this one he cooks. This one Cody cooks. And he said he turned around, how Roman said what happens afterward, but he said when you lose your family. Your family will leave you. First thing he say, Jay will leave you. When Jay will leave you. And Roman had that like holy shit face. And then Jimmy will leave you. Then he goes to Solo. Solo Bill like, you've been staring at me a long time. Now, let me tell you something. You think you're ready, but you are not ready. I love it. And then the kicker right here, he said this man, Heyman, is going to be the advocate. He said, you're going to be a Roman. What's a Roman without a Reigns? A bloodline without a family. I forgot he said, oh shit. Nah, you know what? I'm not going to fuck it up. I'm not going to fuck that up. Nope. I refuse to fuck it up. Hold on a second. I'm going to run back what he said. Hold on. He said, a man without a family, a Roman with no rings, and a chief with no tribe. I loved it. And then Charlie Creek wants to walk away and everything along with Paul Heyman, but Solo standing on there because he like, why Solo ain't behind me? He's behind me. And he just walks away and he said Cody said it, just what I thought. You're not ready. That set Solo off. He wanted to go to him with the spike, but Cody super kicked him a little bit, stumbled a little bit. He's about to go for it again, but Roman jumped up and stepped back like, shit, what you doing? So this could be some storytelling going on here. A lot of folks saying it'd be crazy that everybody thinking Jay might be the first one that turns on the bloodline, but I think a lot of people said it before as well too. Solo could be the one. Solo could be the one that turns on them. I mean, he's been in the back burner out of everybody for the longest, you know what I'm saying? He got brawling late and everything. Plus, not to mention, before he joined the Bloodline, while the Bloodline was doing anything as heels, he was a face in NXT, repping the Bloodline, but he was as a face. You know what I'm saying? Just like Jacob Fatu and Samoa SWAT team represent the family line as faces on MLW. Unless something changed over here. But anyway, all in all, fire beginning, fire ending. Good in between, some little bumps here and there, but good episode of Monday Night Raw. I gotta say, I really enjoyed that. And my thoughts, as always, I really feel like I'm still hesitant on the interest a little bit because I don't want to get my hopes up and then they fuck around and still let Roman retain just for 1,000 days. But I feel like this. I really feel like Cody should win this. Cody should have this moment. He needs this moment. They should not do him dirty like this at all just for some stat pack. But if they must do the stat pattern, because you know this WWE is all about stat pattern and history making moments, I'll say this. Find a way to split the title at a loophole to this match. That somewhere in the contract, when the contract was made for the match, let Cody win, of course, at WrestleMania. But day after on Raw or something like that, let them know that it was only for one title. Let them have that WWE heavyweight title, whatever it's called, for Raw. And then let the Tribal Queen keep their Universal title and keep going with the 1,000 day, going on to the 1,000 day. And which the thing about this, it can lead with that. It can make. Well, I will say this: the bloodlines. We love reasons why people want Roman retain because they don't want the bloodline story to end. The bloodline story is not going to end, even if he lose. Even when he lose, I'm gonna speak to this. When he lose, the bloodline story is not going to end. It might start crumbling down, but it's not going to end. Because if he lose, he still got to deal with Jay, Jimmy, and Solo, because you know one of them's going to turn on them. This is going to happen. It's going to happen. One is going to turn on them. But the question is, who's going to do it first? And as I say, going back to them splitting the titles, so Roman can have his 1,000th day with that Universal title, that blue belt. This can lead to the long-awaited matchup for the title with main event babyface and main event Jay. We've been wanting for a long time. See, folks were wanting Roman to retain, so main event Jay could be the one to dethrone. Don't do that. Let Cody have his moment. If you want him to have the 1,000th day, loophole that shit to the point to where the titles are split. Because it's definitely long overdue for the titles to be split. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. It's been long overdue. Let's split the titles. Have Roman hold on that Universal title so he can go to the 1,000. I'm calling him Roman right now. And I should be calling Triple Chief, but I'm like just speaking out of this is all K-Bake alignment sign. This is me not caring about alignments right now, talking, just saying some shit that makes sense. Have Roman hold on to the Universal title while Cody holds on to the WWE heavyweight title for Raw, and try to keep his ass on SmackDown and feud with one of his brothers, his one of his cousins, whoever first. Will it be Jay or surprisingly Solo, or it could be surprisingly ain't nobody's bitch Jimmy. Remember you said that before he decided to be somebody's bitch? Yeah, that. And Cody go on his own journey with the title And somebody brought this as a good, interesting idea, since it's a possible return happened, that Randy Orton should be one of his title defense. This is the Prestige title defense, because he got history. That should be good. You know, it will feed the heel fans of getting heel Orton again, because you know they've been feeding for heel Orton for the longest. You know what I'm saying? So it get that as well too. All right, but yeah. This is my thought right there. That's how they should do it. If they want to please both the folks who want Cody Rhodes to win, the wrestling fans and also feed the edgelord mystery company, get off on folks misery, heel fiend edgelord heel fans, to have Roman hold the title for 1,000 day, while seeing fans disappointing, getting off of that, everybody's a win-win. I mean, Cody has a title, Roman has a title. Everybody can go their own little journey. Roman can go through the 1,000, and possibly have main event Jay take the title from him or whatever. Rhodes can go on his own journey to have Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton go after him, possibly Lashley go after him, the possible Jay White signing go after him. Who knows? Either way, this how they should do it. If they want to please both sides, the folks that want Cody to have his moment and the folks that want Roman to have his 1,000th day, split the title on some loophole shit. Do it. But other than that, if they don't, just let Cody have his moment. The tribal quips won't be fine without the title. He did whatever he did to get over. He don't need to be a Charlotte Flair that only relevant with a title. He wasn't like that when he's a face. He shouldn't be like that now as a dickhead heel. So anyway, that's my raw review and thoughts right there. It's your boy T-Bear signing off. One love.